Hey everyone, welcome to the final episode of Tune. Continuation or cancellation? Yep.
And
This
Robert's
one,
just casually drinking a beer as he watches.
oh yeah, no, I do. The fish reveal. Yep, yep. Yep. Ooh, ooh. Yeah. So, as you guys got captured by the fish, you guys are pretty much tied up and roped up. And Goldie just says, Hooky, Helga, throw them in the brig. And that's when you see Hooky and Helga basically grab you guys and throw you in a closet. They're actually, huh? They got, they got. Now they throw the both of you straight into a closet. It is like, well, yeah, it became free, but it didn't escape. Your evil, your evil was the one. Yep,
So, you said they tied us up?
yep.
What did they tie us up with?
Rope.
Well, well, Robert's gonna do the one thing rats are known for doing.
Roll smarts, and that would be a set disarm trap. I'll allow you to use an extra die because this is technically what rats do.
I got 6 smarts, and I got three set disarm traps. So, I need a 9 or less. And I got a 2 and a 3. Those are my
So,
lowest.
yep, you just basically just chew right through that. But the closet is locked.
Sally, hold still. This is gonna get weird. As Robert chews through the ropes holding Sally.
I mean, you were both tied together. You were both free.
Oh, I thought Sally
Yeah.
was tied up separately.
Yeah. Sorry, I should have said you guys were tied together.
So who's really more chaotic, me or Sally?
That's what a kind of side. So,
Well, do we have a bit of wire?
roll spot hidden
I don't need
because
to.
this is just a regular broom closet, right? A little stupid personally because I feel like a tune should fail at some point. You said,
They should have put a cap on it.
huh?
They should have put a cap on it.
They did put a cap on it.
The thing is, I just happen to have the rules that let me max out the slot, max out, and go beyond.
basically. So you basically see whatever it is you want to see. You find the wire, you find a wrench. This is supposed to be a broom closet. You know what I mean? Not like a junk closet.
Yeah, sometimes you may find a little bit of spare wire in a broom closet.
And you do find wire.
Well, Robert takes the wire and starts to bend it with his teeth and tries to flatten it to
And you do
make a
find
makeshift
wire.
lockpick. Well, Robert takes the wire and starts to bend it with his teeth and tries to flatten it to make a
Roll.
makeshift
And
lockpick.
it's going to be a high
Well,
difficulty because this
Robert
is
takes the
something
wire and
people
starts to
would do
bend
in
it
real
with his
life.
teeth and
Because,
tries to flatten it to
as
make a
Roger Rabbit
makeshift
says,
lockpick.
tunes could do anything as long as
Robert
it's
takes the
funny.
wire and
People
starts
would
to
do
bend
in
it
real
with his
life.
teeth and
Because,
tries to flatten it to
as
make
Roger
a
Rabbit
makeshift
says,
lockpick.
tunes could do anything as long as
Robert
it's
takes the
funny.
wire and
People
starts
would
to
do
bend
in
it
real
with his
life.
teeth. So what do I need to roll? Another set disarm?
Yeah.
On the dot.
Testing, testing.
I
Gotta make
got a
sure this
9,
works.
and I had to get a 9 or less. On the dot.
Could hear yourself,
Testing,
Boyd?
testing.
I
Gotta
got
make
a
sure this
9,
works.
and I had to get a 9 or less. On the dot.
Could hear yourself,
Testing,
Boyd?
testing.
I
Gotta
got
make
a
sure this
9,
works.
and
I
I
can
had
hear
to
him.
get a 9 or less.
Well,
On
he
the
was
dot.
saying he couldn't. You
Could
mean
hear
some?
yourself, Boyd?
I got a
My
9,
bad.
and I
can
had
hear
to
him.
get a 9 or less.
Well,
On
he
the
was
dot. Now you're quiet as
saying he
heck on
couldn't.
my end.
You
Let
mean
me turn
some?
you up. I
This,
got a
this
9,
My bad.
animator.
I can hear him. I can
I
hear
can
you.
hear you.
Right, because it sounds like
Well, he
really
was-
Now
quiet
you're
on the
quiet
stream.
as
Saying you
heck on
couldn't.
my end.
You
Let
mean
me turn
some?
you up.
This
My bad.
animator.
Well, I hear you.
Right, because it sounds
I
like
can hear
really
you.
Now
quiet
you're
on the
quiet
stream.
as heck on my end.
You
Let
mean
me turn
some?
you up. I don't think he can hear us.
This
My
animator.
bad.
Well,
I
I hear you.
Right, because it sounds
I
like
can hear
really
you.
Now
quiet
you're
on the
quiet
stream.
as heck on my end.
You
Let me
mean
turn
some?
you up. I don't think he can hear us.
Anyway,
just so you know, I got a 9 and I needed a 9.
Hello?
I can
Is
hear you.
everything... Oh, I think it's working. I think it might be
I don't
working
think
because
he
I'm
can
on
hear
par
us.
with you
Anyway,
guys.
just so you know, I got
Nice.
a 9 and I needed a 9.
Hello?
There we
Is
go. Yep.
everything... Oh, okay. It works. It works. Anyways, what'd I miss?
Not much, Void. I mean, Seth just basically successfully created a lockpick device.
Nice. Sally Lori has a revolver out and ready to fire if need be. She whispers, "Man, I wonder what's up with Goldie. Well, I mean, maybe she's possessed, but I don't know."
Anything
Guys,
else?
no, that's basically it.
All right. Well, I mean, more like what is Seth trying to do? I mean, he said he created lockpick.
Is he gonna...
Well, first things first, I'm going to try peeking through the keyhole. See if there's anything on the other side of the door.
I'm gonna make this one easy. There is no one on the other side.
Okay, then. Robert's going to start trying to pick the lock with his makeshift lockpick.
Once again, roll. Hold on.
My set
Disarm.
disarm.
Set disarm trap,
Yep.
yeah.
Yep.
And I got a 5. Whoop! And now I just dropped both my dice on the floor.
Let's record that we have a 5. We have a 5. Am I getting choppy?
Nope.
Okay, I'm just trying to make sure everything's getting picked up. Okay.
You basically are able to get the door open. You just put the little thing in, twist it a few times, and the door just opens straight up.
I look at Sally, and say, "Yes, I've done this before."
To be frank with you, I'm not surprised at this point.
Well, it's not the first time I've been locked in a broom closet.
Yeah,
That one's a different story for another day, and I do not want to tell that one.
good point.
That one was super embarrassing.
Then stop mentioning it. She see her step out cautiously as she's trying to figure out trying to figure out if there's any enemies nearby and how to and try to make progress to whatever they're doing.
It is. I mean, for tunes, it is always easy to find the bad guy. You just hop on out, and you and Robert just
Kind of
sneak
wander.
past. Yeah, huh?
We kind of wander over in their direction conveniently.
Basically, you guys were just basically trying to follow what possibly could be the Yemi area until you guys just so happened to find them in the same office with the boss.
Who is a
In
normal
fact, they
turtle.
really have the boss in. Like, Hooky is holding the boss. And they basically just see you guys come in and they're like, step back or I'll throw the boss.
Hooky,
She literally like
Hooky. Do you really want to be doing this?
I've always been doing this.
we
Yeah,
set
but
you
do you
up for
really
rehab.
want to set?
Like
Because Hooky, we can easily you can easily go wind up going down a worse path. I've seen them. I've lived them.
Well, you don't know anything.
Dude. Have you survived getting hit with a nuclear bomb?
Actually, in another life, you see Hooky takes off his hand and he starts messing with his hair and suddenly puts his, fishing coat inside out from bright yellow to pure white. After he messes with his hair, he puts on a pair of glasses and he's like, I used to be a nerd in another show. But then this company decided to bot me out, turned me into an idiot. This was my plan all along.
take over our
I
show.
knew,
While he's
course.
distracted,
Yeah.
Yeah, basically
I
monologuing.
kind of want to just sleight of hand his ass and snatch the boss when he's completely distracted.
Yeah, but first these gotta do the villain monologue before you get that.
Like
Perfect
while he's
moment.
monologuing.
I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure like Sally would be a
And I
good
want to put a
distraction.
rock of equal
Oh.
roughly equal weight in his hand.
All right. For you, Seth, I want you to roll.
They're literally a sleight of hand.
Yeah, sleight of hand, and for Void, I want you to roll fast talk to actually continue to get his attention.
I meet it. I need an 8 and I meet it.
And I beat it.
Nice.
I actually got a critical on that one.
Ooh.
Oh, nice. So here's what happens.
Okay.
He, as well as Helga, who's like right behind him, and they have like their Goldie is also right next to them. All three of them were there. I forgot to mention.
Yeah.
But Hooky seems to be like the brains of the operation to a degree. He's like, after your company bought mine, we lost everything. After they turned me idiot, they made me work for Turtle. A turtle. My show used to be a show of education. I used to teach kids ABCs, 1, 2, 3s. What the hell is this show?
It's entertainment, primarily plot based.
Oh, I could have sworn you would have been like more like a Bill Nye guy.
I used to. But now, I must take the boss.
Robert's just gonna quickly stash the boss on him in a point where no one can see him, and then Robert's gonna quickly say, "Yeah, but you are aware you're not holding him, right? That's just a rock."
Of course I am. I am holding the. He realizes that yes, he was now holding the rock as he did switch him over for the rock.
And that's when Sally
He's like,
aims her revolver. Now you guys, nobody move.
yeah, they all put their hands up, and
Okay.
then suddenly the boss in Robert's hands says, "Great work, you two. I
Wait a minute.
thought I lost my life there for a minute.
Holy shit, you can talk!
I've always could talk. No one ever was able to let me speak long enough to actually be able to speak.
Oh,
Being a turtle, it takes a long while to get my words out. I just assumed you two would have been able to successfully save me. I would have said these words whether you caught me or I would have fell to my death."
ah, totally noted. Anyways, Goldie, what's going on? Are you possessed? What's happening?
And now, since these villains have now been captured, he starts walking towards it like his desk. Again, slow brain kind of scenario. Now, as long as we get these people into custody, we shall be able to receive your rewards. He's slowly walking closer and closer to Goldie.
Sally's just sitting there like, I'm still waiting on an answer. Goldie, why are you doing this?
Robert goes. Oh, that motherfucker.
Well, the turtle starts speaking. I believe the reason why Goldie is doing this is because. Why?
Actually, can I do this? Can I add a little plot twist?
Sure.
Yeah, Metagod's
Robert
talking.
goes over to Goldie and pokes it, and only to find out that it's just a cardboard cutout.
I was actually gonna say Goldie is dead.
Oh,
I think the cardboard cutout's funnier.
No, yeah, the cardboard
yeah.
plate is. You press it and it falls over, and then the turtle's like, "What?" He presses Hooky and Helga, and they're also cardboard. And and the turtle looks at you guys, and he's like, "Looks like the three have escaped once again.
Not for
The
long.
forest healer, the fish. Looks like you two will be needed again."
Here we go again.
Well,
And
here goes
that's where
nothing.
the show's credits roll. As for a soon-to-be part 2, and then the camera guy comes out and he's like, "Excellent, excellent, excellent! Wrap it up, wrap it up! The bad guys escape. Season 2 coming its way."
This ought to be good.
Yeah, everyone is starting to do a wrap-up party. And yeah, basically everyone's starting to celebrate, pulling people from the show out. People who were stuck in costumes are now fucking free.
Yeah,
Like, some of them aren't even wearing underwear. They're just straight free balling or straight breasted, like free breasting it.
yeah,
Like, they do not care about modesty. And for tunes, I mean, genitalias don't truly exist unless you're one of the R-rated ones,
yeah.
which you guys are not.
Oh, Robert is.
We ain't. Sally kind of is, even though she's kind of complacent. I assume there's drinks and food and everyone's just hanging out.
Yeah, everyone's just hanging out, and the camera guy comes. The director, there it is. I forgot his name.
Director, there we go.
The director suddenly comes out and he's like, "Hey, I got letters. I got the letters. Here's what's gonna happen. We are gonna return for a season cancellation." What?
What?
Hold on. Let me see this. We regret to inform you that your show has been canceled. Hold on. Let me reread this.
Dude, it says we
let's
got
see.
canceled, but we don't know the reason why.
I'm actually finding it here right now. Profanity, excessive swearing, use of violence, extreme cartoon violence. Come on. No direction. This is a cartoon, people. Didn't like the characters. Why is a rat a cop? Is that really one of the things here? Hold on. Oh wait, here it is. Here it is. A major one.
Not really a cop, I'm more of a detective.
He just drops the fucking papers and just walks off after reading the last one.
Sally picks it up and reads the last bit.
You read it and it basically states offensive.
She says it down.
Yeah. So so after
You know what?
everyone sees that, they're all
No.
like, "What is this gonna mean?"
Sally stands up and's like, no, I'm not taking no for an answer.
How about let's not go for a season 2? How about we just end this off with a big final movie or something?
Maybe.
Well, that would be a problem. Without the funding, the film is gonna fall. Speaking of, we have exactly 5 minutes before we all fall into the void.
Well,
What are we doing? Get the
Sally!
fuck out of here!
Sally immediately like gets out of the
Robert
studio.
grabs Sally and we head right straight to the board of directors.
It's like,
Yeah, basically it is now a panic.
yeah, they're like Sally and grab over each other. Like, oh wait, hold on. She like ends up grabbing him and starts
I
running to the
suggest you
board.
all leave the studio temporarily so you don't fall into the abyss.
Everyone out! Everyone get out! Find any exit you can.
Yeah, basically the actor for Goldie, as you guys now discovered, basically was nothing more but a plastic fish on a string. As you see, like this person dressed up in a black suit just runs out, being like, "Forget the fish!"
Yeah, Sally ends up leaving the studio. Steven's like, all right, where do I go? Board of directors.
Not the first time I had to go to the damn board of directors.
Yeah, this would be like your third time because you have been exchanged, transferred, and fired multiple times. Apparently, people do not like rats.
All
So
right.
you know exactly where to go.
Yeah, so Sally just follows Robert.
You
At least
follow.
Robert's probably will try his best to convince. Once he gets to the board of directors, he's trying to figure out. Okay,
Once you get to the board of directors, the first thing that you come up to is this big mansion-looking building.
of course they always have to glorify their damn well.
Relax, just need to go in and get this over with.
You go in, and it's apparently easy for at least you guys, being the stars of a show, to actually get in to see the board of directors. But you still go in, and you are meted with the receptionist. Like, it was easy to get in the building, just not to actually get.
To
Hey,
get
Laura.
them.
Yeah, there's this receptionist lady being like, "Pick a number, and I'll be right with you." And it does. Yeah, there is that number ticket thing on her left.
Here we go again.
How long do we got?
Just pick a number.
Robert
And
just
you'll be
grabs a
right with.
number, grabs the lowest one.
By wanting to pick the lowest one, you pick the highest one. Your number is 5,273, and they're currently working at number ding 23.
What the fuck? Good thing I still have this.
Actually, I have an idea.
Robert pulls out his laptop and slowly attempts to hack into the system just to make his number come up next.
Roll hacking. What do we technically set in disarm trap?
And I got what I needed. I needed a 9 or less. I got 9.
Nice. You were able to skip past a bunch of people and basically through like weird technological moments, you got the whole system to work fast. And soon your guys' number was next. And then bing, 5,997.
Robert, you're
I
a
know that.
genius.
Alright.
Why did I not go? Why did I choose not to play the role of a fucking supervillain? I would have killed it.
Yeah, you would have actually pulled that off.
Something to bring up to the board of directors.
All right.
But yeah, the receptionist is like, "Hello, how can I help you?"
Hey, Laura, it's our number.
All right, what do you two need?
Going to the board of directors to figure out what the fuck's going on.
All right, go to the third elevator, 25th floor. Then you go and meet the second receptionist where you pick out another number.
Of course, it's fucking Karen.
Hmm.
Fucking hate Karen.
Sally falls Robert again.
You guys do the whole fucking waggy scenario where you guys go into the elevator, meet up another receptionist, and she's like, "Hello, pick a number, and I'll be right with you."
Sally grabs the
Fuck
lowest number
this.
she can. Wait, what?
Robert just says fuck this and skips the fucking line.
Of course, Sally follows.
Knowing the exact route he had to take last time.
You going through the route. Now, last time you were in here, it's been a little long. It's been a long while, and so you end up going up, down, left, right.
Do non-Euclidean areas.
Where have you seen the movie Labyrinth in that scene where the Goblin King is in that weird area with all the floors and stairs, rooms and shit are all jumbled? Because that's what's basically happening right here. Like, there are stairs that go sideways, some that go upside down, rooms that lead up to another room. Well, obviously that's what rooms do, but
If you said non-Euclidean geometry, I would understand fully. Anyways.
Eventually we do get there, right?
Right.
No, yeah, it takes you guys a long while. It takes you guys like the equivalent of 2 hours to climb up these stairs to find the room of the board of directors. And once you go in, you are met with like 5 people, and you can't even see their heads because their heads are just basically glowing orbs of light. There seems to be 3 men and 2 women. And they do not know you guys.
Wait, say that last part?
They do not notice you guys.
You know, the thing is, Robert's going to do something just to really screw with them. He's going to walk over to the wall. And I'm going to say this. I want to say their faces are being covered by a freaking glowing lamp. The moment I'm going to unplug said lamp.
As soon as you unplug the lamp, they immediately get pissed off. They're like, "Oh, come on, that was a great ambiance." And their Basically, their heads are just round blank orbs. I mean, they're still shining, but they're not shining as bright thanks to Seth.
Like,
Huh, well that explains a lot.
huh.
So what do you two want?
Okay, we need you to explain something. Your letter did not fucking clarify good enough.
Upon
Which letter to what?
Our
And
studio?
what?
our studio to cancel the show that we two are a part of.
We cancel a lot of shows. Can you be more specific?
The concept is simple. I think it was called.
Oh, I don't understand why it's called that when your concept isn't simple.
It's a joke.
Yeah, that was number one of the reasons why we felt like the show had to be canceled. But it was also because of many other things. Some things we did not expect.
Well, what kind of channel will we put on?
Well, this was meant to be a kids' educational show, and it just
What?
became a whole drama mystery.
That was a big
Hello,
mistake.
we were never told it was supposed to be an education show.
We were never told that.
Well, unfortunately for you guys, because
We were
of
told
these,
it was to be a drama mystery, and no one ever corrected us.
I was living in an
you
illusion
act,
half the time.
you act like that's our problem.
Technically, it is.
No, not even
We
technically. Not even technically. It definitely is. The fact that you put it on the wrong channel with the wrong purpose and fail to inform everyone means that even though you're the board of directors, you have no idea what you're doing.
Watch your mouth.
Hey, I'm not. Hey,
You
I'm
won't
not
take
insulting you.
kindly
I'm just
like
spouting out the
that.
blatant truth.
Well, here's truth for you. You beings are nothing more but drawings to us. The fact that you are able to have a life is a thankful one, and one that we would generously provide. And if you do not fit certain requirements, I'm sorry, but you have to go. We have canceled many shows and many stars. I have seen cartoons come and go. I have seen characters live and die. You two are no more than just a dime a dozen. Much more. It's more like dime a two, 5 dozens. There are so many tunes that are created and killed the instant they're born. You should be glad you had one season. Now I recommend you
Yeah,
go
but you
out of my
left our
office.
season on a fucking cliffhanger. Of all things, let us finish the story, wrap the story up. That's all I ask.
We've canceled many shows that have ended on cliffhangers before. Yours is no different. Now, there's going to be one of two options here. Option one, you could leave our office, go back to your studio, and celebrate whatever little time you have left before your allies and friends go into the void because, well, one of you seems to be able to survive.
Huh?
Me, because this is like my 4th time.
Oh, no, you are absolutely going down. It's the public domain one.
So I looked around. Wait, me?
Yes. Somehow your creator decided it would be a good idea to share your image in the public domain. That sounds good enough, only to realize you just basically traded one hell for another.
Uh,
Once the studio falls into the void, unfortunately you're gonna have to pack your bags and go to, well, wherever they're gonna need you. You're not gonna have a permanent home. People think public domain's a freedom. Ha! I've seen tunes just basically go from celebrities to homeless. They live in trailers now.
Oh, that doesn't explain how the hell how Raimier and Vlad Silverwing are still around and their show got canceled. Heck, I even remember seeing their studio get demolished.
Well, That is actually because of an error on our part. Thank you very much. Now we actually have 2 shows we need to cancel. Thank you for actually bringing this to our attention,
Their
actually.
show's already been canceled.
I know. Hold on. Number 3, can you bring up the reports? Number 3 hands it to the one in the middle, basically the whole guy who was talking the whole time. And he's just like, yeah, you were right. This show has been canceled for many years and just never fell. Oh, that's right, because we never stamped the approval yet. That was our vacation time. We just sat on this. Well, thank you for bringing it to our attention. We actually should get this demolished as soon as we can, because
Their
we
studio's
actually.
already been demolished.
Oh
Heck,
They're just
no, this
surviving out.
Raymir's been
Oh,
working
no.
as a freaking. It's been working as a restaurant server.
Oh, just because the studio hasn't fallen yet doesn't mean they still can't get real work. Just because the studio hasn't fallen yet doesn't mean they can't get money off it. You only can get money off it when they're working in it.
Hey, Dexter. I do have an idea.
Yep.
Do you mind if I try to roll spot hidden?
Yes.
I'm going to try and find anything that gives these guys power.
All right.
Alright. See what I get. I got a 5. I needed
You
a 5.
realize you look around and you realize that their power comes from money. Because in fact, you actually notice that their desk is very green. Not like green as in like it's made up of money, but rather it's green as if it was made from old copper. Pennies, as you notice.
And Sally looks up like,
As you get a closer look, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 each seem to have something different that gives them power. The one in the middle, the leader, it seems to be the one with the money. Number 3, the one that he mentioned before, seems to get her power from films. Number 2, he gets his power from judging. Basically, whenever somebody watches a movie and makes a judgment off of, that's his power. That's what he thrives on. It's just basically each aspect as you watch a film. If you are happy about it, that's one of them. If you're sad about it, that's another. Their whole thing is the money and emotions people give off when they watch movies and shows. But of course, money is the leader in this whole fucking shebang.
alright.
I'm honestly surprised they haven't started tearing each other apart.
And Sally looks at
Money
number 1 and is like, I'm surprised. I'm actually
Robert
very
just whispers
surprised.
into Sally's ears, "Do you think you can get the? I think you might be able to turn emotion on money."
He's like, I'm actually surprised. You're number 1, right? That's what they call you?
Yes.
Well,
And only.
we all know that. I'm actually surprised. You basically have this team on your side, and not even that, not even a team. It's like you're commanding the whole thing and making them bend to your will. You're making them all of your own. I mean, it's like they don't even need you. They can create whatever they need to. They can generate their own resources, have their own adventures, put their ideas out there. Meanwhile, you're hoarding literally everything, and I'm surprised.
You really think we would allow that?
She walks up to the desk and puts her hand on it. I actually have a question. How would you feel if I did this? As she says as she activates her chaotic abilities to try and completely eradicate the desk as in any way she can.
You try that, but your chaos powers only exist in the show.
Well, in the meantime, might as well
Stared at him.
I just stared at him like, well, a good thing I have a backup plan for this.
You know, Rob, in the background, Robert's actually deciding to say fuck it, taking his actual money he actually has outside the show, and he's gonna dump every last ounce into stock for the whole, into stock to this whole company, become a major shareholder.
That actually would be a roll. That would be a smarts roll, a pure smarts roll, to see if you're actually able to do something like that as a toon, a cartoon character trying to buy an actual TV show.
No, I'm trying to become a massive shareholder of the
Of the
of the whole
company, of the whole company,
that.
yeah. And like
But
Sally's
that's
like,
gonna
yeah. And when she says, when I do this, and she joins Robert in that action.
that'd be the equivalent of being like Mickey Mouse having a share on the Disney stocks.
Which I would not be surprised if he did.
Yeah. Ready?
Yeah,
So what was the roll?
I'm gonna make this a very difficult roll because you're trying to break toon rules with physical, like you're trying to make a cartoon
break the
character.
medium. Cartoon characters
Yeah.
getting a stock in the show.
Yeah.
So, what do we roll?
Yeah, this would be a roll, like I said, a pure smarts. But I want you to see if you can try to roll below a 5. Did you get a 1?
No, I got a 3.
I got a 3 as
Oh,
well.
Oh, geez. All right. So you
That would have
two,
been hilarious if I got a 1.
so you two get real pissed at these two, and like,
No, wait, hang on. That's a 2.
yeah. Sorry, hold on. You guys get pissed off at the,
Bored.
the 5. I've literally forgot their names. I'm sorry that your guys' plan literally was like, holy shit. So, but yeah, you guys get fucking pissed off at the fucking rulers of fucking this world, Hollywood, and just basically walk out their office. And that's where you, Robert, do the most
Chaotic and villainous thing I could think of.
not
Sally's-
villainous,
but chaotic but heroic and strategic.
You basically pull a Deadpool's fourth wall break within fourth wall break. 16 walls. And you're able to pull out your phone, call your creator and your voice actor to invest into the show, and as they did, you, Robert, actually suddenly start changing in design as if your characters, like,
Getting updated.
originally you were very soft looking. Now you have a sharper look, a clearer image, brighter colors.
Hold on, give me a second. Sally gets to of course, because on her phone it does the exact same. I'm wondering what's gonna happen.
And as that happens to you, there seems to be an issue. Because as you try to, as soon as your voice actor and creator invested money into them, you were suddenly hit with a message, a big yes and no message. Do you wish to continue?
Is there any context?
You're technically public domain. They need your permission.
Screw it.
Basically, they basically need your permission to own you and be no longer public domain to invest. Otherwise, you would not be a product to be able to be invested.
She swipes yes.
As soon as that happens, your character also gets sharper. And this time, your whole princess queen kind of look suddenly changes to that of a modern kind of monarch kind of thing going on. Not very traditional, very suit pants, you know what I mean, kind of shit.
It's like, oh, I'm liking this.
Well,
Like dresses are now a thing of the past for you.
Yeah, it's like, I'm
Like
gonna
you
love
used to
this.
have like little legs at the end of your dresses, and now you have full on legs.
Full body.
Yep.
Well then, this is gonna be good.
so Robert's checking out to see how many stocks of the company do we own put together.
Currently, you guys own about, well, the both of you two, because of how your 2, 4, you know what I mean, kind of people are doing. The both of you combined would own about 45% of the company.
Sally,
Less than half, but just enough where you guys actually could get something.
I call up, Sally calls up the director. Hello? Anyone there?
He calls on, he's like, huh? What's going on? Who's this?
It's Sally and Robert.
The Sally and Robert. It's been months. Where have you been?
We've been in the director's office. We're currently making our way out. Here, I recommend something for you. For all the characters and cast, for everyone in the studio, tell them to invest in the company. We pulled it off. Robert can help if need be.
Is that even possible?
Through our creators and
on.
voice actors.
I'm just director. I don't create. I just do what creators ask me to do.
Well then tell the cast. To anyone who has a role will do what they need to do.
I could call them here, and you could come down and explain things. It is. I really like how. Hold on, I got a game. I really like how my French character suddenly slowly became Russian
Yeah.
after this.
Yep. We'll be there soon.
It's like, okay, I'll get everyone. And you guys, it takes like an hour. Because mind you guys, it did not take months when you guys did the whole like directors thing.
Right.
Like, it was like only a few hours. He was just that depressed.
Right. Thank the Lord.
So he calls up everyone, and everyone was still working there, getting their shit set up. You know, getting ready to go before the building crumbles.
Yeah.
And they're all like, what's going on? Hold on, what was it? You know?
Sally gets up on a box and is like, everyone, we found a way to save the entire studio.
What?
Everyone calm
One
down.
guy,
We'll be
yeah,
in
one guy raises his hand
Yes, you in
and
the
is
back.
like, hold on. How can we save the studio if no one's watching us? Isn't that like our whole purpose?
She looks at her phone and notices a few apps. It's a kind of complicated answer. The first thing we need to do is contact our creators and request that they put in stock to the studio. From there, we don't broadcast to the televisions. You broadcast to everything else. She says as she holds up her phone on YouTube and Twitch.
YouTube and Twitch? No. A lot of them are literally starting to be like, what? No, we can't go there. That is the worst.
Now, hang on.
What?
Just give me a second. There's tons of
Well,
creators
we
who
also have Hulu and whatnot.
exactly. We have more than one option to just TV waves. We can
We
save
also have streaming
ourselves.
services.
We can save ourselves. Internet, streaming services, all of it. There are more options than just the bigwig studios.
But that's all we know.
Well, it's about time we start a
All
new
our
era.
knowledge is to the big studios. We don't even know how to even run independently. I mean, our literal boss is a camera. That is true. That is true. The camera guy literally comes up and says,
It's like,
but for years, I have watched this show grow. What felt like to us days, months, was actually years. Toon time, real time, doesn't matter. I have seen many of these people enjoy what they enjoy doing. You, Cat, when you dress up as a dog, even though you hated it, wasn't there one small part of you that enjoyed it? No, Cat Guy said. I literally got kicked out of many groups from that.
Sally raises her
You
hand.
know,
But you got to
at
be
this
with
point,
us.
why don't
We're here
at this
together.
point? Sorry.
No, you're fine.
You know, I never did understood why didn't they just keep you casted as your original race? It would have been so much easier and would have saved a bunch of money.
Director says, I thought that would be funny. You know, if a cat acted like a dog and a dog acted like a cat, but no one could tell the difference between the two.
Well,
Well, we're gonna probably have to fix. We're probably gonna end that little side joke
yeah. But even then,
Oh,
that we're in
man.
this
to
together.
save funds.
We're
Well, if there is going to be budget cuts, and if we're going to have to do this independently, I think we got to do this cheaply. All right.
Actually,
Here's
all we need to do is make a solid pilot.
yes, and investors.
We can't get the investors without the
I
pilot.
know one. I know an investor. I'll let me call him real quick. And he runs off.
well then, ready to set everything up for our first scene before he gets back?
Should we get Vlad and Raimier involved in this?
Make this an animation renaissance. Big old reunion. I don't see why not.
Well, technically, I'm technically am Raimier's cousin. We share a creator.
Sure, I'll try to contact whoever my creator has. Hey man, hold on. She starts typing to her creator. Hey, what other characters you got? She gets a response from me immediately. Oh boy, get ready for a variety box. Looks up. Wait a minute, what?
So, after a long while, you have to, well, there you do your thing, Lloyd. Doing your
Collaboration.
contacting your.
Yeah, collaborating with the creator.
Yep.
And I go grab Ray. And I pretty much just go grab. I tell Raimi to get his ass down to my studio and bring Vlad with him.
It takes a little while, but Raimier, the fucking Dragon Fox man, and Vlad, a giant butler bat, it is like, what is wrong? What? Why were we summoned? Also, Raimier,
Does Raimier get the
um,
upgraded appearance too?
no, they did not get the upgraded appearance. They are not part of the show yet. But this is what Vlad does say to Raimier. But Raimier, I need you to watch the kids this weekend.
Oh boy, going on a date again?
This, your sister is very unique.
I regret introducing you to her.
I do not.
You
But
can
why
definitely
were
tell.
we summoned?
Well, pretty much. Turns out your guys' show never got canceled. It was never finalized.
It was never final.
No,
So does
but
that mean
they
our
are going to.
studio is
But
still done?
no, they tore down your studio. But in the paperwork, your show was never meant to be canceled. So we're actually doing something, and the fact that we're planning to switch over to streaming services.
which means we have a second chance at life.
Yes, and we would like you to join a part of our show as like you got because ours fits around your guys' shenanigans as well.
Well, I did
And
figure that a show with cartoons with very little cartoon characters is a very odd one. We have a fox
have
man,
you
a bat, a rat, a
Hey,
human princess looking thing.
it's complicated. Come on.
hey, take a look at the
And
Animaniacs. They did it.
See Sally tapping her foot. He told me they would rendezvous with me here. What's taking them for? So, and then she hears a motor, and no, I'll let you carry on with this.
actually, before I forget,
Yeah.
after a little while, you start hearing beep 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 beep, and suddenly, like the director comes out and he's like, "I called my friend over,"
My
and
kid.
you see what looks like this straight up businessman. Hello, I am advertisement. I was called.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Likewise. Now, I've heard that your show is in a desperate need for money, and we are willing to pay you said money if you are willing to work with our said conditions.
Well, what do we got? Mind you, I'm also waiting
Well,
for some of my creators' creations to come here as well. I mean, they should be arriving in any second or minute.
as soon as you say that, suddenly a glowing light appears in front of you, and then plops a huge folder of suggestions.
Huh? She opens it.
Some of them are the weirdest suggestions you have ever seen. And one of them is Sally does robot.
She pulls it down and looks at him. You're insane. I love it. As long you're insane, and I love it.
However, if that is going to be whichever you choose, note that you need to do a certain requirement. If you were to choose one of these, I recommend you read the back of it too.
All right. She looks through a few of them and tries to and starts making a decision. Starts to make a decision.
Out of the hundreds, you find 5 that seem to be the best for you. One of them is cereal commercials. The third one is sports. The third one is shampoo and beauty products. Number 4 is children toys. And number 5, and you're not even sure how this one got into the group, but it's just because of that one episode, adult toys.
I call Robert over.
Hmm.
He
Well, I know the Jetsons when they were doing it. They were sponsoring a dish show.
hmm. Which one would work for us?
Well, seeing Robert, a brown rat in a trench coat, he could be chocolate puff. You know what I mean? He could just
Hmm.
all he needs to do is just eat, promote every now and again a commercial of him eating chocolate puff cereal. And you look like an oatmeal like kind of lady.
Hmm. That does make sense.
As long as the product is used on our show, you get paid. Now, if you use them in silly ways, you get more paid. Like this one, Max. He before he sits up and calls out for Max as he just says, and grabs a bowl of oatmeal, splashes it on the floor, and then a few seconds later, his intern Max comes in. He's like, "Yes, boss." Whoa! Starts slipping the oatmeal, then falls on his ass.
I guess breakfast meals will. I guess breakfast foods will do.
You know, just things like that. Then you get paid more. The better the better use of our product, the better the pay.
Well then, this will definitely do.
Breakfast products it is. It was great meeting you.
Great meeting you too.
And before you shake their hands, I know you're not rolling a whole lot because I kind of want this to be a story.
Yeah.
You know,
Story based. Yeah.
the board of directors come slamming in and shout, "Don't you fucking dare!"
She smiles. I'm
We've
sorry.
worked too long and too hard to make sure that we can contain our true selves. Now, commercials are the only ads we need. A few cartoon characters doing it ain't so bad. But when they're doing it just to promote themselves and not their boss, then we have issues.
She looks at the CEOs. Yeah. You'd be still being controlled by the money. The moment you stop, come to me. She says as she says as she finally shakes advertising's hand, while giving the big wigs the finger.
Also, by the way, between me and her, we own at
They're
least 45% of the company.
Mm-hmm.
And because of the ad, the company technically did lost like the other like 56%.
Yeah, 55%. Yeah.
They basically now lost like 10% of it because now it has to go to ads. And they're like, no. Which means you two now own a majority of the company.
Right. And so I looks at advertising and is like, actually I wonder what other endeavors we could
Careful
probably
when
pull off.
careful when you anger careful when you anger not only the tune but their creator and voice actor as well. We tend to be vengeful in weird ways.
Believe me, you thought you rigged the system, but you failed to realize that the system can be rigged against you as well.
That is true. However, the one thing that we're going to be happy about is that you are still technically on private property.
Well, we're willing to pack it up and move to a different studio. Maybe even make our own.
Yeah, like that's gonna happen.
Oh, we'll see.
Who would be willing to give you guys a studio?
Well, as you see Raymare raise a finger. I know a guy.
Vlad basically whispers to his ear, being like going like, "Shut up, shut up, shut up. That is off limits. Period.
Not that one, the other one.
They're all off limits." Remember when I said she's particular?
No, not that one, the other one. The one in Canada.
Ugh, Canada.
It's an
Besides,
option.
we also got access to the one in Germany, and they have better taxes on movie production and whatnot. Movie and film and animation.
The director comes out and he's like, there is also Georgia.
Oh yeah.
I always forget about Georgia.
Everyone forgets about Georgia. Everyone's now like, kind of like fucking like being like, whoo, because they were all thinking they were gonna start going to somewhere cold.
Like, well then, I guess we all agree as we're going to Georgia.
You see, many of them have already packed their things.
Yeah. I'll be ready to pack mine.
The board of directors are like, you guys can't be serious.
Yeah, Sally's packed up her stuff, and everyone's leaving, like, and she's the last one out. Being the last one out, Sally looks at the board of directors like, for once, yeah, we are. Before she shuts his door on them.
Yeah, basically, you and this huge ass crowd of people, them and their families, are all just kind of like walking to
The equivalent of
this
Georgia.
other side of the studio, like this whole big ass fucking studio set world, you know?
Oh, but before that, before retail fully take off, I go look at I look at the bigwigs, and I smirk, giving a nasty, evil little smirk. A little booby trap in their offices.
An indicator of tune antics all the way.
So what happens is this. About a year happens in Toon World. Everyone's finally gotten to Georgia and the new studio is being built. Like everything
You want
is
to know what
like
I did?
yeah.
Pretty much the moment they sat down, a little compartment in the desk would open, and they would get a face full of that, literally a face full
A
of
pie.
a bowl of cereal,
Oh, Siri.
the one I'm promoting now.
Yeah.
You do that, as well as some oatmeal as well for Sal because of Sally's promotion.
Yeah.
They're like, one of them says, I hate showbiz. And after like a year of everyone coming in, the studio is like halfway being finished. And this is like the first time people like have actually been outside in like the wild kind of shit. Where normally, like in your guys' world, it was just fucking like studios on top of studios on top of studios. This is just like,
We're here.
yep, like the real outside, and it's like beautiful.
The thing is, this wouldn't be the first time Robert's been out here.
Maybe like the second time, to be honest. Anyways, continuing on.
As you guys are building up your studio, the director comes in and is like, okay, everyone, we have episode number 20 and 21 that's going to be up in production, as well as we need to shoot a commercial for a new brand of caramel oatmeal, which, if you ask me, is not going to last too long.
Hey, might as well give it a shot.
I know we said we were going independent, but there's a lot more work that needs to be done.
Hey, at least we didn't sign up for adult toys. That would make things really awkward.
Oh, Sally, no matter where we go, there's eventually going to be knockoff adult toys of us.
Yep.
Yeah, hopefully we get stop them soon. All right. Now, where is Scientist Hooky over? We need him for the child episode number 45. He comes in and he's like, I am here, I am here. Whew. And I brought my friends. Meet A, C, and number 3.
Meanwhile, Robert's going to be taking a look at our performance rating, especially because now we're able to actually because we actually are able to let people watch us at any time or any of our episodes, instead of having to wait for a time slot that we probably had a really shitty time slot,
No, yeah.
which is
It
probably
takes,
part of our why we do so well.
yeah. It takes a little while, but your guys' like very first videos is now like up in the hundreds, even though it's been like a year since it came out. it is like it's a slow and steady pace, but you guys are gaining views and popularity again.
Yeah, with Sally goes up and Sally ends up going to the garage and checking on someone familiar from another story. Hey Rose, how you doing? Hold on, ow! God, I'm okay.
Ow! Ow! Sorry, my cat is suddenly starting to
Yeah,
attack me.
yeah, she's like, ah, I'm fine. Just working on Morty a little more.
You know, I'm honestly surprised at how things are going. Like we finally did manage to take control, partial control of our lives back.
But that is when, as soon as you say that, you hear a thunder crack. Boom! Crash! Ka! And suddenly, a human girl wearing overalls with big yellow gloves suddenly appears.
Aren't you the My Hero Academia girl? The one, the crazy
Don't.
mechanic.
Probably not. We don't own the rights to that one. Unless I want to do a crossover or something.
She's
I
like,
know.
she looks around and she's confused, like, am I in the right story?
Oh, well, hold on.
This is Deadlands, right?
Wait a minute.
No, wait, hang on.
Wait a minute.
She's just flipping through papers. No, you're about like 3 miles off. To the northwest.
Well, then we might have an issue.
Oh no. What's the
Yeah.
issue?
I think I'm what do you call it when it's like a welcoming committee, but it's not a true welcoming committee?
Bear of bad news?
Yeah. I guess I'm bearer of bad news. Your company has been bought out.
Let me guess. By those assholes we took most of their company from.
No. Same company that owns me.
Huh.
I believe their names is The Living Noodle and Seth's Gaming. I don't know who those guys are, but we belong to them now.
Oh, joke's on you! The owner of that company's my creator.
Wait. I think. Hold on. She looks at her phone. Yeah, one of the owners of that that company actually is also my creator. Hang on a minute.
You take a closer look. I'm actually gonna want you to roll for this because I want you to see spot hidden.
Okay. All right. Okay, let's do this. I do not see it.
All right.
No, I'll just humor you and roll for it, even though I don't need to.
He doesn't need to.
Great.
Oh Jesus Christ! All right. You like Sally? You're just like looking at like the paper, like of what like whatever news is going on for the show, and you're not catching it. You're kind of like scrolling too fast. And then Robert grabs your phone, swipes up a few times, and he's like, "Look at this."
I'll look
And
at
it
it.
basically states that the simple concept is being animated. Original voice characters not not in. Basically someone is now animating your show and the original voice actors are not being used.
Well, this is the case. This case happens to many tunes where voice actors die or change out all the time.
Ah, now I know.
So
I'm actually
that's
on my second voice actor.
yeah, but if the voice actor gets too popular, once they're gone, you're gone. Yeah, I'm basically trying to say is that welcome to the realms of YouTube, and this is going to be a living hell. Now, all I could do is this. I could at least give you one guy's a warning on how to survive.
Please.
And what you guys, huh?
Please give us the info.
All right. The only way you guys can do to survive is as soon as she says that, she is now summoned back into her world.
Well, hey Sally,
Yeah?
you want to go on a misadventures in Deadlands?
Take a deep breath and sighs. We're pulling out her revolver. Better time to do a few crossovers than any.
That's when the director comes in. He's like wearing a cowboy hat, and he's like, "I got a camera horse ready, and let's go." As soon as he actually says, "I got my camera horse ready," suddenly a horse, and instead with a regular horse head, it's just like one of those modern day long type cameras, like zoom cameras, and that's just what replaces their heads. And he's like, I'm ready when you guys are."
Well then. I recommend we get rolling, yeah?
All right. He sits down. He's like, "Everyone get these guys what they need." They hand you guys cowboy,
Cowboy-based
clothes.
costumes.
And in fact, for you, Robert, because since rats are not like a thing in Deadlands, they actually give you a human mask. And as soon as you put it on, you are the most rugged, handsome, square jawed looking man in the Wild West.
Might need to scar this one up a little bit.
I assume Sally gets something.
Well, Sally, since you mostly look human, the only thing that they did was that they fixed your hair and painted your skin.
And then they also hid your horns.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, they also shaved down and hid your horns.
Tail will act as a belt.
And before I
Tune in next
forget, it
time when
also
we actually play Deadlands.
Yeah.
Though
but
I
by
have an
before I
idea
forget, it does
how I
take
want to
your
build Robert
character a
there.
little bit of willpower to not blush seeing Robert's
Robert.
character go from this rat-looking character into this hunk of the Wild West.
Yeah.
Like he would make Clint Eastwood run for his money, kind of like gorgeous.
The only problem is how they're gonna fix Robert's height.
Camera angles, he just says.
Eh, he's kind of right there. Bit of editing here and there. This is gonna work well.
All right, lights, camera, action.
As Robert jumps towards the camera and freeze frames.
Well, actually, how I imagined it, this is how I imagined it. You both get on the horse and you ride off into the sunset. And that's when, like, the last joke for the season is that the director and his wife are like, you realize we need the cameras to follow them, and if they took the horses, how are we gonna get there? Cameraman, even though it doesn't have any eyes, fucking is like, oh no. Horses!
Robertson
Stop it!
realizes.
Like,
Wait, we
check.
forgot something.
Eh?
We forgot
Oh.
something, Sally. We
Oh,
forgot the
oh.
crew.
Hold on. Just. Yeah. Whoa. Okay. Got it. This is. Thor, we're coming back.
As soon as you stop, Abe runs. I rolled for him. He missed.
Oh no.
Yeah, he fucking ran straight into the horse as soon as you guys stop. He's like, stop that!
Up. Dip.
We realized. You okay?
Oh.
Come on. Up you go.
Lights, camera, action, everybody! Let's roll tape.
Give him a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys start dragging him back to the studio area, and the camera pans up into the sky, where it zooms in,
Zooms
then
out.
zooms back out.
Wait, if we're going to the west, meaning I could get Cuban cigars.
And it pans in to the board of directors, where all 5 of them are sitting at a table, and suddenly this face, this bright red face, appears in front of them and says, "Is it done?" The leader says, "It is done, my lord. They do not expect a thing." The Lord says, "Excellent. As long as they continue to fall and do their duties." Sorry, I messed up there. I was got characters mixed up again.
Yeah. Okay. That's it.
He said, but what he actually said was, "Excellent. As long as they continue to be fooled and continue to play their parts, they will always have uses." Now, you 5 have done great jobs. But sadly, not great enough. I'm sorry, but the
And we
4 of you are
missed it.
terminated. As soon as he says that, holes open beneath the floors, and the emotional parts of the films, judgment, happy, sadness, comedy, all drop
Tragedy.
down.
Yeah.
Yeah, tragedy. Yeah. They all fucking drop down and get incinerated. All except for,
Money. Funding.
and he looks to his boss, and his boss says, "I need you to keep an eye on those fools. They nearly escaped, but they will not this time. Let's see how they do when they don't get funding." And that's when it turns
All of
out.
a sudden, I want to say Robert walks into the room. Sorry, I accidentally left my phone in here.
That should be an end credit scene.
Yeah. It's like after credits, like, sorry, my phone here. Picks it up. Doesn't even acknowledge anything that's going on. Leaves.
Like, actually, this is how I imagined it. Like, it was after the meeting, everyone's gone. Robert is just like, "Oh, I can't believe I forgot my phone this whole time." Just walks into an empty room, and then, actually, I want you to roll C spot hidden because you actually are doing this.
TG constantly tell him to roll it, but he can't fail it.
True. I keep forgetting he can't feel it. But you find your phone, and you find a stack of folders under it. And one of them says secret plan right on it.
Well, yoink.
And that's when you walk out. The screen goes black.
Should
And
have
big
left this under
words.
my phone.
And big words come out. Continuation. Or cancellation. And that is the end of Tune for the first season.
Yeah.
We'll be bringing these characters back in Deadlands.
Mm-hmm. If possible.
Now, trust me, I am going to do a Deadlands game. It'll be, of course, after Scion. Because I definitely want you guys to be gods for a little bit.
Yeah.
I'd rather get the let's get the Deadlands characters made now.
Yeah.
All right.
Good point.
That way we can pick up where we left off.
All right. Meantime, everyone, we thank you for letting us entertain you. See you soon. This was very meta.